What's good, everybody? It's your boy Maas, and it's Thursday. And the reason I'm on Thursday is because with the election coming up, basically my regular Tuesday show, that's basically going to be commentary going all the way up to the election. So while this is going on, I'm going to be coming on Thursdays and talking about the stuff that I would usually talk about on Tuesday. So today's show was brought about because in the news and just in general, I've come to question the value of friendship. And I wanted to discuss that tonight because friend is like one of the first things you learn when you go to kindergarten, when you go to preschool. You learn to socialize, you learn how to interact, how to share, you know, you learn how to be a friend. And I just see the dynamics of that changing, where really, what is the value of friendship? Shouts out to everybody who's watching. Shouts out to everyone that's gonna watch it in the replay. But we start. We made it to Thursday. We got to give thanks to the Most High for the ability to wake up, be productive. So back to the commentary. It's like, what is the value of friendship? Ladies of ITOC. Now, the ladies of ITOC, they're friends. Internet friends, but they're friends. Tonight I'm talking about what is the value of friendship. And the reason I'm talking about it is because, all the dissension is going on with the election. Families are basically divided. People are mad at people because they basically don't know how this person wants to vote. So, okay, I was like, if you can't confide in your friend, even if your opinions are different, what is a friend for? Because if a friend is going to get mad at you because you're using your own judgment to make decisions, why would that make a friend mad? To me, a friend is a person that's, to a point, because you want friends that aren't yes man. You want friends that are going, if you say something, they're going to be like, no, I feel it. And you can have a discourse. But in the end, if the person chooses to do what they originally set out to do, even with your interjection, you can't be mad at them. Okay? Right, exactly. I don't pick my friends based on their political. So if someone says they're going to vote for Trump or they say they're going to vote for Kamala, that's their right. Who am I as a friend, supposedly, a person that's going to, support them, even if you don't agree with them? And that goes with life. There's lots of things people, that I know that I consider friends. If they say that they're going to do something that I don't agree with, I'm the type of person to speak up. Not in a demonstrative type of way, but make a person think about something. Right. Do you? And I'm going to start with what the definition of a friend is. And then I'm going to read what the definition of an associate is, because you hear people say, oh, we're not friends, we're just associates. So it's when I tell you these definitions, I don't know if it'll shock you, but it's gonna make you think about what you call it. But the definition of friend is a person who one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sexual or family relations. So these are friends or people that don't have a sexual relationship with, and they aren't your family relations. So these are people that you come into contact with. And then it has more definitions as a member of a religious society of friends, a Quaker. It also says add someone to a list of contacts associated with social networking. Now, with the advent of social media, another definition of friend is I am friended by 29 people who I have not friended back. Befriend, to befriend someone. So that's the definition of friend. A person whom one knows and with whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sex or family relations. Now, the definition of associate. You hear people say, we're not friends, we're just associates. So, an associate is a connect, someone or something with something else in one's mind. I associated wealth with freedom. And then it says the noun of associate is a partner or colleague in business or at work. Number two, a person with limited or subordinate membership of an organization. And as an adjective, it says joined or connected with an organization or business, an associate company. So when people say that this person is an associate, I think it's not the word that they want to use, because a partner or colleague in business or at work, those aren't people that you may, but I just think that people want to put levels on friendship, and to me, it's either you're a friend or you're not a friend. That's my take on that. Is either you're a friend or you're not a friend. There's no such thing as an associate. It's just that's a work term. It doesn't even have a definition that relates to friendship. So I think there are levels to friendship, but either you're a friend or you're not a friend. I don't think there's an in between. You got fake friends. You got people who come around and they're only friends when you have some money. Friends when you have something that they can leech off of. Those aren't friends. So, what is the value of friendship? I think I have three friends, three or four. Now, I do have fraternity brothers and I do have family members, and you know, I don't consider my fraternity brothers friends. I consider them brothers. So you can have brothers that you're not friends with, but they're still your brother. So you're going to treat them in a different light than how you would treat somebody on the street, you would think. So if you have disagreements, you can talk about them, come to an understanding. But in terms of friends, probably got about 3 or 4 people that I actually consider friends. Because some of my friends, we have been friends so long, and nothing has ever changed, or you're always going to argue. You're always going to argue and fight with your brothers and things like that. But yeah, I look at some of my people that have been friends for excess of 20, 30 years. That's family. Those are brothers. So does friendship change, or can you grow out of a friendship? Hey, Dark Star, how you doing tonight? Y'all haven't checked out Dark Star, go check her page out. She's gonna be putting more footage. She's gonna be, adding more stuff to her page. Go check her out. Go check her out. Pontoon Jody. The ladies are out tonight. I got the ladies of iTalk that's in here tonight. If you haven't checked out their page, go check them out. They do lots of social commentary. Usually it's late at night. So if you're a night owl, go check out the ladies of iTalk. They also do some things earlier, but yeah, usually it's late night. They have a game night. They have really, really good panels. So go check out the ladies of iTalk. And it's easy to look at the ladies of iTalk. So it's not like you're gonna go over there and stuff's gonna be hard on your eyes. So go check out the ladies of iTalk. Go check out Pontoon Jody. She is a fisherman. Well, she is a woman fisherman who loves catching catfish. She's based out of Tennessee. She's won a whole lot of awards for her YouTube page. So you all should go check her out. Lots of exciting things that she does. Like I said, she's always having fishing tournaments every Friday night, 8 o'clock. Haven't been over there lately. Been very, very busy with my business. But yeah, she catches 50 and 60-pound catfish. So go check her page out. The Haven, how are you? How are you doing tonight? So yeah, I got the ladies in here tonight. So ladies, what is a friend? Because I would say that women have more friends than men. Why? What is a friend? And do friends come and go? And if they go, were they really your friend? And if they don't go, I mean, how do we define what a friend is? What is a friend? All is well, the Haven. All is well. But I need to know, what is a friend? Oh, you gonna leave it and start another page? No, come on, man. Come on, Dark Star. Yeah, the title was a great subject. I did a video. Yeah, so the Haven. When you did your video, what did you surmise? What did you come up with? What is a friend? In these days of cutthroatness and shadiness, what is the value of friendship? Is there value in is there I mean, we know that there's value in having friends, but is there value in reaching that point? Is there? Behavior says a friend must show him or herself to be friendly. Okay, I just finished reading the definition of what a friend is, but I think there's more. I think that the definition that they have a friend, I think, is kind of shallow, because some of your. I mean, are there levels to friends? What is there a difference between a friend and a best friend? Is a best friend like a sister or a family member, or are they just a really good friend? And like I was saying, I have friends that we've been friends for over 30 years. I don't consider them friends anymore. It's like my brothers, my family. It's people I can call in the middle of the night if something's going on. And if something's going on my head, these are people that I can call in the middle of the night and have a conversation with them. I don't think I would call a friend in the middle of the night if I was having a crisis because I need to talk to somebody. I would call somebody that I consider a brother. So is there a path that a person can go through where they start out as a friend and then it becomes more than that? And when I'm speaking on this, I'm speaking on platonic because basically the definition of friend, I'll read it again. The definition of friend is a person whom one knows and with one whom one has a bond of mutual affection, typically exclusive of sex or family relations. So these are people that you're not having sex with, and these are people that are not your family. Is there a path? Is there a path to friendship? And because I'll be honest with you, I have friends of those four people that I'm telling you about, who we may not talk for 2 or 3 months, 4 months. But the day that when we are in each other's space, it's like we never left. We never left. We've been seeing each other every day. Is that a connection, or is that just fate to meet somebody and to have that type of friendship? Is that fate, or is it, you know, you meet people where you're at? I don't know. Trying to figure this out. Because as I get older, I find myself not wanting to make friends. Is that a bad thing? Is it bad that as I get older, I already had a close circle, but is it bad that it's becoming smaller? Should Can you still meet people and build friendships over 40, over 50, over 30? Can these things be done? Or is it a lost cause trying to build new friendships as you get older? Because when you have your core friends that you grew up with, you got the people that you went to high school, middle school, elementary school with. Then you have the section of friends that you went to college with, and then you have a section of friends that you may have met in your professional life. So, do friends that you met in high school, have they still grown with you, or have you seen instances where you may have been friends when you were in high school, but you may have went to college and they didn't go to college and changed? Or can you still be friends with people that are on different levels, socioeconomic levels, different? Can a AKA be best friends with a Delta? Can a Delta be best friends with a Sigma Gamma Rho? Can a Q be best friends with a Kappa? Are these am I thinking too hard about this? Do we stop trying to be friends with people as we get older? The Haven said, I believe people come and go in our lives for seasons and reasons. But what type of friendship is it that goes through all those reasons and all those seasons? People who you have friends that you have weathered storms with, that if something goes down or you're in a time of need, there are people that you can call. those are the people that I consider friends because we've grown. We're grown now. So I'm not going to. And the thing about that is you're not going to always go to your friend for help or handouts or things like that. Sometimes you need to go to your friends for advice to get what you need to get. A friend isn't someone that you can, you're going to have friends that you can reach out to in your time of need, but nobody wants to be used. So, what can people do to be good friends? What can I do to be a good friend? Even said a true friend is someone who was non-judge, right? And that's what, and this is one of the reasons I'm having this conversation tonight is because with this election and with body so passionate about who they want to vote for, friendships are ending. Family members aren't speaking to each other. So how can a person be a better friend and not get angry because I made a different choice to me? A true friend is going to listen to you and not agree with everything you have to say or even believe in, but they're still going to support you. Now, it might be minimum support because I don't agree with it, but I still support you in your choice. And another reason I'm having this is because as I've grown, what a friend was when I was 10 years old was different than what a friend was when I was 20, which is different than so am I wrong for saying that it's a different type of friend, or should friend be the same at whatever level? I have friends that went to the military, and some of them we are still friends, but some of them, you grow apart. And like the Haven said a couple comments ago, seasons and reasons. But I've got buddies that were in the Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and they are more friends, closer. They have closer friends that they served with as opposed to the people they grew up with. So is that, like they said, people who have fondness for each other? That's not, are there, football teammates? They're still friends when they retire and things like that. So I guess, everybody is different, but there has to be one like I said, what can we as people do to be better friends? Understand, we got listen, non-judgmental. I have to go back through, but yeah, non-judgmental and supportive. That's what we have right now. And the Haven said a true friend is going to be there for you regardless of the right, right, regardless of what your situation is. We may not agree, but I'll support you. And when I think of friends, it's coming out publicly now that basically the Neptunes are breaking up, and that's Chad Hugo and Pharrell. Basically, it's really looking bad because it's looking like Pharrell snaked them. Because basically they've been the Neptunes since they were in high school. And Pharrell's popularity has grown more than Chad, but Chad was more of a person that was in the background. He was behind the scenes. He was in the Neptune. But even though he wasn't the face, he wasn't the one that was always out there, his contribution to what they did, I mean, they made masterpieces together. Now, Pharrell may have got bigger than Chad Hugo, but that doesn't mean that he should go behind his back and put the Neptunes basically under his name 100%. You shouldn't. So, money breakup. I mean, we know it can. Why? Why does money and fame? Why do things like that split friendships? This is the person that we was in the mud, we was broke, we was sharing food. What could happen that could make a person think that this person's contribution is as much as mine, so I want to take this, regardless of where we've come from? So, and that goes back to my question of what is the value of friendship? I always want to be guarded. But do you want to always be guarded and be looking over your back with someone that you consider a friend? A lot of people are watching. You know, my friends know who they are. There's no there's no denying. Because one thing is I don't give everybody my time. Time is very important. I give my friends my time. I don't hang around I don't hang around people that I don't consider my friends. Because if I'm hanging out with you when I'm somewhere with you, something happens, I want to be assured that I'm not going to look up and I'm going to be standing somewhere else. But my thing is women, women are catty and women are nasty, but women tend to have more friends, more friends that are, more same-sex friends than men. Why is that? Is it because if you see a group of men, you're going to think they're down low or, they're gay or, I mean, what is it? I know that I have, because, you meet people in your older age and you don't know what this person's been doing before you came into contact with them. You could be out with someone and, maybe a heterosexual man, but this person that you met in your older age, you may have moved to another city and met somebody and, you hang out with them, they cool. And, a lot of times people won't pull your coat. People won't tell you things, not knowing if you know or not. So that's one of the, I'll be honest, that's it. At me as a man at 52 years old, it is hard for me to meet new men and become friends because I don't know what this person is, and not that it has any bearing on me. But there are people out here that if they see you hanging with someone that is not heterosexual, they automatically think that you're not heterosexual. Why is that? Am I wrong for? I want y'all and this ladies in here. I want y'all to tell me. Am I wrong for thinking that? For thinking like that? Is it hard to build friendships in your older age? Dark Star said, "Friends respect boundaries." Yeah, friends respect boundaries. Oh, hey, we gotta go. Okay, thank you. I'll see you next show. Not wanting to be a friend is in my opinion, a big yes, that's real selfish. Selfish. The only reason I say that is because I believe being a friend is straight up humanity. Being a friend is a part of being a human. I really believe that. That is like a lot of people say, being married is the maturation that you go through with being married. Haven't like and I'm not married. I haven't never been married. I guess I'm not, I haven't reached the cusp because I've had children, but I've never been married. And a lot of people say that the best friend that you will ever have is your mate. So am I missing out on the best friendship that I could ever have by not being in a relationship with a woman? And am I is there something that I'm missing out on? Is a man's true, no, I am no dog. I've never had any pets, but is a man's true best friend his mate? Or is that how it should be? Is that how it should be? Circles of friends become smaller. Yes. 100% dark star. 100%. Circle of friends become smaller with age. You know what? I had cut Facebook and I had cut everything off, but I'm gonna open them back up because I think it's an important conversation and maybe it'll draw some more people for the channel. But yeah, your circle of friends, and that could be because deaths and things like that. But why is it, Darkstar? Why is that? Because we're still, I'm a person. I'm still learning every day. I thirst for knowledge. I read. I still read books. I read at least an hour a day. I love knowledge. Why is it that we can't continue to build friendship? Why? Why does our friend circle get smaller as we go older, but not larger because we're coming into more contact, we're coming in contact with more people. So why is it that the friend circle, is that just human nature? Because some people are going to be more friendly than others. Is it human? I'm just trying to figure out things. Because as I get older, like I said, I find myself being less friendly. And I'm an outgoing, talkative person. I still do that. But I find myself being less friendly. Is that just me? Is that something that I need to work on with myself? But yeah, like Darkstar said, circle of friends become smaller as you age, but I think that's backwards. Because as you get older, you mature, you become more astute in your thoughts. So it seems like with that growth, you will be the law of attraction will put you into contact with the people you need to be. So is that something as you get older, we have to work on, continue learning how to be a friend? Has what a friend was in 1980 has what a friend was in 1980 changed in 2024? Friend is different now. You come up on 35 minutes, hit the like button, share this video out, subscribe. I'm not sure how long this conversation is gonna go. I didn't really know how long I was gonna be on here tonight. Well, I've been on here 36 minutes, but yeah, I really want to delve into what is a friend. And you have to work on being friendly as we get older? Or is it just human nature to have less friends as we get older? Because I can remember when I was young and I used to be at my great grandparents' house. And there would be a steady stream of people that would come through their house on a daily basis. A large number of people would come through my great grandparents' house on a daily basis. These were their friends. And they were in their 60s and 70s. And what I'm saying is their friend pool wasn't smaller, it was larger. So those are things that I see that have changed in the last 30 to 40 years. Is that, yeah, mom doesn't really have, my mother has friends, but when they don't, there's not a steady stream of people coming to my mom's house and, fellowshipping and talking and eating and things like that. I remember my grandmother used to have teas. She would have teas on Saturdays. She had teas on Saturdays. I would have to go to the backyard because it was late. It was women. And there would be like 20 something women in my grandmother's living room drinking tea, just talking, just fellowshipping, just talking about what's going on in the neighborhood. Now, sometimes I did sneak in and listen, but it was grown. But yeah. And this is when my grandparents were in their 50s and 60s and 70s. We don't do that. And that's why I'm saying is what a friend was in 1980 is it different than what a friend is in 2024. And on the weekends when my great grandmother wasn't having a tea, my grandfather the men would be there. It was like alternating weekend. One week the ladies would be at my grandmother's house, and then one weekend the men would be at the house. And like I'm saying, it would be upwards of 10. Now, there weren't as many men when my grandfather did it as there were women and they would all be dressed up. They would come over my grandmother's house and be like 15 to 20 women. They would all be dressed to the nines, have their little summer dresses on, their little white gloves and their hats, and you know, sit around drinking tea and just, talking. I was young, so I don't really know what they was talking about. People don't do that no more. They don't, I don't understand it. At Dark Star, I agree. We start seeing people for who they truly are as our boundaries change. Yeah. But I think a true friend wouldn't try to stunt your growth. A true friend is going to support you in your growth, even if they're not growing. That's why I think, I think you can have friends. A lot of people say, oh, your socioeconomic level represents who your friends are. I don't really, I'm not a believer of that. I'm not a believer of that. Just because I got a college degree, I got buddies that don't have college degrees. They, that doesn't discount them from being a better friend than a person that does have a degree or, whatever the case. My fraternity brothers. Yeah, I have friends that are, I have good friends that aren't a part of my fraternity, but that doesn't, that's it's nothing against them that they didn't do what I did. But yeah, those are real friends. Friends that don't get mad because of the associations that you've grown into. And I think that a lot of, that's where a lot of it comes in. That's why I said, can a Q be a best friend with a Sigma? Can a Sigma be a best friend with a Kappa? Because we were friends, but just because we went on different paths, does that stop our friendship? I don't think it does. I don't think it does. Because I got plenty of friends that are Qs. I got plenty of friends that are alphas. I got plenty of friends that are Sigmas. More of my, my brothers, the groups, it's a given that, there's going to be more of them in abundance of people that I hang around as opposed to the other groups. But yeah, being in another group doesn't change my friendship with this person. They're just in a different organization. We still come together in fellowship, how we do on the outside of our organizations. But a lot of people, it's real cliquish. That's one thing that I will say about American people is that we're very cliquish. Very cliquish. Don't want to be cliquish, but is being cliquish human nature? Is it human nature to click up with the people who think, dress, and listen to the same music you do? Can you be friends? Yeah, yeah. I got white friends. I got Indian friends. I got Brazilian friends. I got Dominican friends. Are these friends? Or are they, I'm not going to say associates. I think there's, we were discussing earlier, are there levels to friendship? Some friendships get privileges and entitlements that other friends don't get. Does that make your other friends jealous because, you may kick it and go out with this friend and, just because we don't party together doesn't mean that we're not less of friends, but I mean, yeah. I got buddies that are married and I don't even like going out with them. Because I don't want their wives looking at me like I'm taking them out of the house. I'm taking them to go party. I'm single. But these people are still my, yeah. I don't never ask none of my married friends to go out. Now, if they say hit me up and say let's go out, that's a different story. But I'm not that, yeah, because I don't want nobody's wife thinking that I'm taking their husband out and I'm single. And yeah, I get them looks a lot. Like, oh, you going out with him? He ain't married. And then the women will be like, when you gonna get married? That's when I meet the right one. If I do. I've even had some of my male friends to be like, man, we can't go out, man. You got to get a wife. And try to, yeah. It's something about married men and their single homies that, yeah, you gotta let, yeah. I don't even call my member. If my married buddies hit me up and say they want to do something, yeah, we can do that. But I'm not the dude that's gonna hit my married buddies up and say, "Come on, let's go out." I don't do it. It's not me. That's the way to get a woman to not like. Friends can stop having their own agendas and be honest. Right. Agendas. It just when I say friendship and agendas, it's like an oxymoron. There should really be no agenda. I mean, the agenda in friendship would be to grow as friends and become business partners and make. I mean, that is what other nationalities friends do. They grow up, they mature, they pool their resources together, and they start businesses. I can I can say that for a couple of people that I know that have come together and created things, but for the most part, us as Black people, we're disenfranchised, and basically, we are the only group of people that and this is another reason why I say that we have to grow in terms of and learn how to be friends because throughout history, the only thing that we've been taught is to stay separated. We are the only nationality of people that we were arrested for assembling. There was laws against us coming together and talking. Maybe that's a reason why us as Black people, African Americans, FBAs, whatever you want to call yourself, maybe that's one of the reasons that it's harder for us to maintain friendships as we get older because basically we have been enculturated not to be together, not to assemble. If we assemble, we would get arrested. It was always a bad thing. Oh, my mother would always be like, no, don't go down on that corner with them guys. Stay off that corner. Guys on the corner may not have been doing anything, but just talking to them. But our parents were enculturated to, yeah, they couldn't assemble. Is that a is there something that's in our psyche about how we were taught that we couldn't assemble? We would get in trouble if we was assembling together. Is that a generational curse of why it's harder for us to stay friends or keep growing friendships as we get older? Is it psychological? Am I thinking too hard? Caps, what's going on? Caps, what is a friend to you? What is a friend? What do you consider a friend? And is being a friend something that you must continue to grow? Or is a friend and it is what it is? Friends now are going to be friends to the end. Is it always like that, or do you grow with your friends? I would say in my older age, the people who I do come into contact with are probably, more of my fraternity brothers, because I'm meeting new people, because I'm in a new area. I'm going to different gatherings. I'm meeting new people. Some of the people that I meet, it's in passing, and I'll see them when the next time we have a meeting. But there are people that you meet and you have a likeness, you have a fondness. Man, come on, man, let's go out, let's go smoke a cigar. I mean, those are things that you can have a likeness in your older years where you can build those relationships. But that's hard. Being a man, that's kind of hard. Is it easier for women? Like I said, no one has said anything about it, but is it easier for women to be friendly with other women in their older age? Can a woman that's 40 that moves from Atlanta to Charlotte, North Carolina, will it be easier for her to grow a new pool of friends than it would be for a man making the same transition? Or is it equal in what will be needed to maintain the friendships that you have with the people where you're moving from, or to grow new relationships, new friendships? Is it harder for women or is it harder for men? Because like I said, I see more women, women go on girls trips when they're 50 and things like that. Now you do have men friends that travel together and do things like that, but that's few and far in between as opposed to women. Because like I said, I'm a solo traveler. And when I travel to different places that I go to, different countries that I go to, I always run into other solo travelers. You run into couples, but as far as men don't go on. I mean, they do, but for the most part, most of the men I come to solo travel. Now they do travel sometimes with their friends, but is that what is that about? Why is it that some women can travel and go on girls trips, but men don't necessarily? And we know that it's a societal issue. It's a societal issue. Because if you see a bunch of dudes going on a dudes trip, some women are gonna look at that kind of funny. I don't know how, but yeah. Why do you see more women that go on girls trips with their friends in their older age, as opposed to men who go on dude trips? Most men are solo travelers who go to these places alone or with a significant other, a woman. Is that just the difference between men and women? Do women maintain friendships better than men? I'm just asking questions. Because, like I said, and I'll be perfectly honest, I'm 50 years old. Most of the guys I hang with are in their 30s. There's very few 50-year-old dudes, men that I kick it with. If I'm going out, most of the guys I go out and hang out with and have drinks with, they're 20 years younger than me. Is it because I have to? Is there something wrong with me because I have youthful energy and does that make me less mature that I'm hanging with guys that are 20 years younger than me? Or is it me passing down some kind of wisdom to them? Because when I'm hanging with these, yeah, we have fun, but we have serious conversations. Because a 30-year-old dude has asked me how I made it to 50. These are things I used to ask, man, what you do when you're older? Because the purpose of life is to get old. And that's what I'm saying is my great grandparents were in their 70s. They still had a community of friends who they interacted with. I don't see that too much, other than people that are Masons. And my fraternity brothers, we have meetings. They're meeting every 4 years, and every 2 years, and different leadership councils and things that you can go to. But for the most part, when I'm traveling for pleasure, I'm doing that solo. I don't have my one homeboy that I would travel with. He can't travel right now, but you know, I get the enjoyment for the both of us because I know when I'm sending him videos and he is, and that's a true for a person that's gonna look through your lens and get enjoyment out of that. That's a true friend. When my friend goes places I don't go, he send me videos, send me pictures of him and his girlfriend or whoever he's with. They send me the pictures. I get enjoyment out of that. Just that's a true friend. I'm not mad because he went and I didn't get to go. And oh, I get enjoyment out of yeah. To me, that's a true friend. That's that's me. Philly Dom, what's going on, brother? We got Philly Dom coming in live from Brazil. Philly, I'm coming to Brazil in December. I'm gonna hit you after the show's over with. I'm coming to Brazil in December. I hope you're still down there because I'm gonna go to Salvador Bahia with you. I'm gonna go to the beach. We're gonna have a good time, man. Man, I appreciate you coming out. Shouts out to Philly Dom. You all haven't been over there to check out Philly Dom's page, go check Philly out. He is a solo traveler. He is not a passport bro. I'm not a passport bro. He actually goes to different places and he'll live there for 3 to 6 months, and then he'll go to another place. So yeah, if you want to, he's got a couple videos that he's trying to get to 1 million views. Go check out Philly Dom's page. He's got a lot of good content. He goes to a lot of places that us as African Americans may want to look into going. He goes to places in Brazil, places in the Dominican Republic. He goes to places where there are Black people, there are Black Mexicans, there are Black Brazilians. If you want to get a look at that and see the lens from Philly Dom's lens, go over there and check his page out. Man, shouts out to Philly Dom, man. Thanks for coming through, brother. I appreciate you. Caps, friendships do grow. A friend is someone who understands and respects you as a person. Right. Right. And that's the comment, that's the common theme that's been going throughout is that French is about respect and understanding. If you can respect someone and you can understand them, your friendship can grow. I think that's where sometimes people don't respect their friends because man, I didn't seen it. I've been around people and person will do something and the person walk in, oh man, hey, that motherfucker gonna do this, man. I'll be like, man, I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that. Tell him that. If you want your friend to be a better person, tell him that. You're not gonna get mad. And if they do get mad, I mean, come on, man. We live in an age where it's better to be truthful. You know, don't tell me, tell him. I don't want to hear it because I don't like gossip. Because if you gossiping to me about somebody, when I ain't around, you gossiping about me. I be paying attention. I pay attention. Because you can get around the wrong person, boy. They can throw a monkey wrench in your life. It's serious out here right now. You can get around the wrong people and they can throw a monkey wrench and mess your whole life up. So that's another reason I want to talk about this because yeah, it's a harsh world we live in. And it's getting worse. So you want to be around people who are going to be for your best benefit and you for their best benefit. Like I said, I've had a lot of men tell me that their best friend is the best friend that they've had in their life is their wife. Makes sense. It's a person that you're going to provide for, you're going to care for, you're going to have children with, you're going to, yeah, you are dedicating your life to that person. So I can see, and people that say that their wife ain't their best friend, this have issues. Get married, that's your best friend. Your friend that was your best friend, he's not your best friend no more. He's your good friend or he's your brother, but he's not your best friend because your mate is your best friend. If it's taking the right course of interaction and growth. Okay. Dark Star said, unfortunately, women need to travel in groups for safety. Yeah, but sometimes them groups ain't just for safety. Them groups be for fun. But I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. Skills. I know Skills is about to come in with some good commentary. Skills, what is a friend to you? What is a friend to you? And was a friend for you in 20? What was a friend with you when you were in 15? Is that the same thing that is it the same type of friend when you're 35? Or does the definition of friend change as you get older? Or is it just that as you get older, what you would consider a friend changes? How you feel about that? But first, what's your definition of a friend? Shouts out to everybody that's coming in. Shouts out to Philly Dom. Shouts out to Dark Star, Pontoon Jody, the ladies of iTalk. If you haven't checked out any of these people's names, if you have any of these people that I had just named, if you haven't checked their pages out, go check their pages out. We support each other. We go to each other's pages. And I give all the YouTubers that I know that I've come into contact with that I have the friendships with, I give them shout outs. Because we've never met, but the interaction and the energy. I'm real big on energy. I can feel a person's energy, and I know if there's somebody that I want them want to be in that person's space. You ever been around somebody and you're like, man, I can't, I gotta get away. The energy. I'm real big on energy. But this conversation is about what is a friend? What is a friend? Is there value in, I mean, if you got a lot of friends, is that a good thing? If you got two or three friends, is that a bad thing? I don't think so. What is a friend? I mean, like I said, I watched my great grandparents' friend circle. And their friend circle did not get smaller as they got older. Matter of fact, their friend circle increased as they got older. And like I said, my great grandmother used to have teas, and there would be 20 women over there dressed in their dresses and they heels and gloves and just sitting around talking. We do not do that. You don't do that unless it's a fraternity, sorority, or a social group, or but I guess those are your friends now. The social groups are your friends, but social groups and just like family. There's gonna be people you like, and there's gonna be people that you don't like. Human nature. Exactly. Cap said, I definitely think the criteria of a friend changed. It does. Because what it took to be my friend when I was 10 is different than what it takes to be my friend when I'm 50. You have some now laters and some pixie sticks. We was cool forever when I was 10. We went to the candy store and we split it. Yeah, we was friends to the end. We put our little pennies together and we was friends to the end. As I get older, I break bread less. Break bread less. Cap said, I guess as you get older, you have different levels. Also said the definition of what an associate is. I think people misuse that word. Associate is not somebody, associate is a business, somebody that you deal with at work and deal with in business. So, but my thing is if a person is an associate, they're not a friend. So I think it's cut and dry. Either you're a friend or you're not a friend. And there are levels to a friendship, but I don't, yeah, we're just associates. Nah, y'all just not friends. There's something about that person that makes you say that. That's why I don't never call nobody an associate because I don't look at that as a good thing. I don't look at that as a good thing. It's like either we're friends or we're not friends. We can be, cordial in passing, but we don't have to be friends. Yeah. People that I'm cordial with, I don't tell them things that I may confide with in my friends. I don't, if I needed to talk, I wouldn't call an associate at 1 o'clock in the morning because I got a dilemma. I'm gonna call a friend. So my thing is an associate, that's not even associate is a disrespectful term because it lets a person know that you don't something about this person, you don't trust them. Whatever the case, they're not your friend, they're an associate. So that's just a negative connotation. And if I'm around someone, I don't want people to have a negative connotation of a person that I'm kicking it with because it makes it look like I hang around bad people. Mm-hmm. I was always told if you the 10th dude standing next to 9 broke men, you're gonna be the 10th broke dude. So that saying let me know that I had to be discerning about the people that I hung around with. Now, being discerning and having a small friend circle is a different thing. But I think that friends have likenesses. Now, we don't have to agree on everything, but there's some core values that you have that allow you to be this person's friend. There's some core value, like a gang. Their core value is protection. We got each other's back, and is a gang? Is that a friendship? People that are in gangs are Are they friends? Or are they friends until something bad goes wrong? Person snitch on their friend. You see it every day. Was that really your friend if they snitched on you? Your friend look at your girl? A woman. Would your friend look at your man? So I think that the term friend, and we've been talking about it, and I haven't said, but I think that the term friend is thrown around. I think people say that people are their friends without really knowing if a person is their friend. And like Cap said, as you get older, you have different levels of friendship. What's going on, YWG? What's a friend to you, YWG? A true friendship has many definitions. This is it is. This is extremely complex to break down. Yet it's more easy to make the distinction of who's not one. Exactly. Exactly. It's easy to tell who's not your friend, but it's kind of complex to tell who is your friend and what level of friend they are. Man, Skillsman, I told you was gonna come and you was gonna say something, man. Friendship has many definitions. Like you said, it's extremely complex to break down. Yet it's more easier to make the distinction of who's not one. It's easier to tell a person what you don't like than it is to tell them what you do like. Why is that? See, Rob, long time no talk to. See, Rob, what's going on, brother? Man, it's my brother from another mother right here. I think you got different levels. You have true friends, which we have very right. And that's what I said. I got 3 or 4 friends. What the? It's people I know. Like I said, I don't call people associates. To me, it's a negative connotation. That puts some, I mean, yeah, friend or they not. Hit the like button. Share this video. Subscribe to the page. Shouts out to everybody that's watching on Facebook. Shouts out to everybody that's watching on Twitch. Shouts out to everybody that's watching on Instagram. At first, I wasn't going to, but I was like, might as well go ahead and put it back on. So if you weren't viewing, I'm glad you're viewing now. But yeah, what is a friend? Is there value? Is there value in having friends at an older age? Is there value of having friends at any age? A value that is an assumed value? Rob said, Rob got a question. Do you think someone can be a friend if you don't communicate? Yes. I talked about that earlier. That's the mark of a true friend. I got friends that I don't have to be around. I can not be around them for 6 months, but when we get together, it's like we ain't never left. We ain't never stopped kicking on a daily basis. That's the yeah. I don't think distance has nothing on a friendship. Now a relationship that's different, but a friendship, no. How far I'm away from my friend, that does not stop that person. That don't change. That doesn't change anything. I don't have to be around my friend on a daily basis for that person to still, for me to be able to still express my gratitude to this person and my loyalty and my trust in this person. I don't think that some miles is a dictator of that. That's me. Skill said, ironically, the so-called friends that did something to hurt me increased the value of the ones that didn't. The value is assumed until it's brutally broken. Right, right, right. Exactly. Right. You learn through hardships who your true friends are. And I'll be honest, I've lived in lots of different places. Some of the people I met when I moved to Atlanta, or when I moved to DC, or when I went to New York for a year, or when I lived in Cincinnati. There are people that did stuff for me that had known me for 3 or 4 months, as opposed to people that I knew for a lifetime that didn't do nothing for me. So I think it's the people you come into contact with too. You can come into contact with good people who will see the genuine goodness in you, and they'll help you. They'll help you. I've seen it. So yeah, that's yeah, man. For real. See, Rob, hey man. What do you think, see, Rob? I'm gonna put the question back up. What does the chat think? Do you think someone can be a friend if they don't communicate with them on a regular basis? Do you need to talk to your friend every day or to know that this is truly your friend? Do you? I mean, I mean, it would be better. It would be more beneficial. You would have more fun, but do you need that? Okay, see, Rob. So follow up. Is someone your friend if they have no clue what's going on in your life? My gauge for a friend is that they will help you hide the No. I mean, they are friends, but like Skill said, there's levels. Like Skill said, like Cap said, like Darkstar said, there's levels to friendship. Some friends I'm not gonna tell everything. Some friends I'll tell more. But yeah, if you're not if this person is not close enough to you to know no personal things about you, I don't think that's a friend. I think that's an outlier. Friends confide in each other. And it's not a confide to have a one up on. I know something about you. You can't do nothing. I know something about you. You can't. No, that's not a. You're not looking at it like that. But depending on where you at, it can be looked at like I got one up on you. That's what Epstein was doing to people. That's what Diddy was doing to people. Were these people really friends to the people that they were coming in? No, they could have been friends because they was taping them. Does a friend tape a friend unknowingly in compromising positions? That's not a friend. That's not a friend. A friend is not going to put you in a compromising position. A friend is not going to try to embarrass you in front of a woman. A friend is not going to try to embarrass you in front of a man. So there are things like Skill said. I can tell you things that the person that did it made me that I don't like as more as I can tell you what I do like. It's easier for me to tell you what I don't like. Yeah. Wow, Chris. You wow, C Rob. You wow, C Rob. You wow. You wow, man. You want My gauge is if a friend will help. And that's why I don't ask my married friends to go out. Yeah, because I don't want to be put in that predicament of knowing nothing that you did outside of your wedlock. So no, the only married people I hang with are family. I don't hang with no outside. No. Like I said, I like my friends who are married. I like their wives to respect me. I don't go, yeah. Every time I don't ask them to go out. I don't want them to go out. Man, stay with your wife. You married. But yeah, I don't think, I don't think, I don't think time and space has anything to do with a real friendship. I don't. And that's me. Some people could say, "Oh no." I mean, but like I said, a friendship and a relationship is different because a friendship there's no a friendship there's no. I mean, there's nothing to be tempted by. I mean, either you're a friend, you don't do no pillow. There's things that friends don't do. You don't do no pillow talking. You don't bad mouth your friends. You don't talk about your friends behind their back. You don't. These are things that you don't do as a friend. If anything, if you hear somebody say something about your friend, you're gonna defend your friend. I have friends, yeah, one of my best friends. People try to say something about me behind my back. No, he's like, I don't know what y'all talking about. Like y'all got that wrong. I'm gonna speak up. I'm gonna speak up. Real friends speak up for you and support you and defend you when you're not there. That's what real friend. That's what real friend. Now that is a real friend. A friend is going to defend you when you are not in sight. Yeah, and I've had to do that too. Like, nah, I'm not gonna let you get that off. I know this person. I know this person's character, and what you saying ain't true. I've done it before. I've seen it done. I've done it before, and a person has done it for me. So, yeah, 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 exactly. I need my friend to be able, and yeah, if you don't have, nobody wants a team of yes men. I mean, some people do. Some people do, but nah. I want people that's gonna hold me accountability. Friends hold you accountable. A true friend is gonna hold you accountable. We're up on an hour and 20 minutes into the show. Hit the like button, subscribe to the page, share the video. Shout out to everybody watching on Facebook, Twitch, Instagram. But yeah, I need to be around people that's gonna hold my feet to the fire. A lot of people don't like that. A lot of people don't like to be called on BS. But a true friend is gonna call you on BS. It's like, no, man, that ain't what we do. That ain't what we do. Now it's up to that person to take those words and put them into actions. But you can't make that person. Sometimes a person just gotta, some person gotta find out that fat meat is greasy. Sometimes, making mistakes are the best learning experiences. Skill said, we always say, my boy wouldn't do this, he wouldn't do that. Yet we rarely emphasize on what she would do. Friendships are sacred, yet brittle. Even I've seen the strongest friendship deteriorate. I have two. I have two. Two. So I think with some of the statements that are being said, we can say that Friendships grow. And sometimes people don't go at the same rate. Sometimes people go apart. Sometimes people grow this way and another person going this way. Yeah. Friendships are sacred but brittle. And with men, most of the time it's a woman that comes between friends that break a friendship up. Woman break up a lot of good male friendships. Why is that? I don't even look at my home. I don't even like looking at my homeboys girl. Uh, I don't look my friends' wives in the eye. I don't do none of that. I don't even like looking at my friends. Man, I don't. That's me. I acknowledge it. When I'm acknowledging, but I don't just be looking. But I've seen dudes that do. Yeah. And I be looking like, that ain't no friend. Or females. Females, this certain way your friend should look at your man. It's a certain way your friend, your friend shouldn't throw her body all up on your man. I mean, there's things that you don't do. You can acknowledge people, but acknowledging and going overboard, that ain't no thin line. You know what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do, man. That ain't no thin line. If someone doesn't know what's going on with you, we can't hold them in fault. We can only receive help, advice based on whom we are willing to. That's right. Yeah. And that's what we don't just throw our business out to anyone. If I'm confiding in someone, I'm confiding in someone. Sometimes you have to confide with information to see if that information will come back to you. Sometimes you just have to be discerning. You don't want to be like that. When people start acting flaky, man, you put information out, see if it come back to you. Then you know what's up. There's ways to do things, but you don't want to. The thing about that is you don't want to have to do those things, and that's why what's the value of a friendship? The value of a friendship is knowing the person is loyalty, trust, and ethics. Those are the three most important things when it comes to friendship: loyalty, trust. What was the third one I said? I forgot. Loyalty and trust. My mind went blank. I'm with you there. I go out of the way for there to be no confusion. Yeah, man. I don't even. Yeah, I don't leave me in. Yeah, man. I don't. Yeah, I go out of the way. I don't not like. That's uncomfortable. That's uncomfortable. It's not uncomfortable, but yeah, I don't even like. Yeah, I don't even like ethics, loyalty, trust, ethics. Yeah, I don't look at man. I don't. Man, no, I be looking down and yeah, I don't want to look, man. That's me. That is your woman to look at. I'm acknowledging her. Hey, how you? And then that's as far as my looks. Yeah, I done seen it. Seen dudes over in the corner, and then you see the husband look, and be like, I've seen it. I've seen it. So, yeah, as a friend, There's thing as a friend, there's just some things you don't do. Just some things you don't do as a friend. You don't go over to your friend's house when he ain't there and his woman is there. That's a no-no. Unless you told you go over and pick this up for me. I need you to go over. Yeah. You know, man, there's certain things as a man, friend to another man, you don't do. And when stuff like that, yeah, something is just there. When certain people do stuff, yeah, look at them different. Value of friendship. Is it an intrinsic? Is it something that you can put a value on, or is it just intrinsic? Is there an intrinsic value to being a friend, or is there? Can you put an amount, or is it just intrinsic? Can you put can you put a designation on friendship? Can you can your friend do something that you not respect and it change your friend? I mean, I yeah. Would you talk to if one of your friends did something and it rubs you the way that to the point where you thought it was gonna change the dynamics of y'all's friendship? Could you go to that person and talk to them about it? I think that's a real friend. Like, man, you did that, man. I can't even roll with that. Like, we can't even. I've seen it. You talk to that person about what they did, or would you just leave it alone and just distance yourself? Or would you go to your friend and say, man, we've been friends for a long time, and what you did, I can't roll with that. And if we can't have a conversation about it, and you get an understanding of where I'm coming from, then we can't no longer kick it like this. Could you do that? Could you confront your friend like that? I have. Do it again. Ethics. Terrence Horton, we got Terrence in the house. He has a podcast on Facebook called the Blended Podcast. I don't know what the schedule is on when he goes live, but go look up the Blended Podcast on Facebook. Terrence, man, you need to bring your podcast to YouTube. But until he brings it to YouTube, go over there, check him out on Facebook. He has lots of great topics. Him and his wife kind of butt heads sometimes. It's funny. All in good nature. So yeah, go check out they'll be doing their season finale in the next few days, and then basically we're going to go on a little hiatus and get ready for season 2. But you can also go back and look at the other 8 episodes that he did prior to yesterday. Go check out Terrence Ward's thing. You are overly, hey, Terrence, man. Yeah, come on, man. I respect the wife is numero uno in any friendship. Yeah, man. Hey, man. I'm respectful. That's the limit of the eye contact. I do. Yeah, nah. And like C. Rob said, I'm painstakingly, yeah, yeah. Because I done seen little shysters. I done seen, yeah, everybody done seen them. I think what Skills kind of said earlier is it. You know when someone ain't your friend. There's no question about it. There's no question. You know when someone ain't your friend. And it may take other people to point out for you to see it. That yeah, man, this person ain't for you, man. You think this person is for you, but don't add up. So yeah, man, yeah. I'm glad we having this. This is a yeah, because like I don't know if everyone was here, but like I said, as I get older, it's hard to make friends. It's hard. As a man, it's hard to make friends as you get older. Unless you're in those social settings where you're going to be around, it's hard. It's hard. And I'm having this discussion because I'm a friendly person. And I find myself being less friendly, and I want to stop that. So the reason I want to have this conversation is I want to grow as a person because I want to have those friendships like my great grandfather had. I want to be 70 years old and just 10 of my buddies, and we up here smacking on the lazy boy chairs, and yeah, I want to have that. Yeah, I'm kind of wild again. I used to smack them lazy boys. I want to have that at 70 years old. And at the rate it's going, I don't know if I'm gonna have that. Friendship is tantamount to life happiness. Friends is happy. It's happy to have friends. Man, Terrence, it's funny you said that because cue, my brother. This is the ultimate song on friendship. But we got about 15 or 20 more seconds and then I gotta cut it off. But I wish I could play the song, but we can't. Before we go any further, let's be friends. That is the ultimate friend song ever written. And you brought that up, and I had it queued because I was gonna play it when you first came on, and I forgot it. You brought it up, and I had to play it. Friends. And that song talked about male saying, my homeboy friend, and it talked about a girlfriend being his friend. If you have never heard Houdini's song Friends, look it up on YouTube and listen to it. It's a classic. There's Horse said, what about if you don't like your friend's wife? Should you tell your friends? No, you keep that to yourself. You keep it. That's the easy way to lose a friend is to tell them, I don't like your wife. You keep that to yourself because he's your friend and he ain't gonna stop being your friend. But if you tell your friend you don't like his wife, oh, you can best believe you're not invited to the next picnic. You're not invited to the next gathering. Yeah, you keep that to yourself. You keep that. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. We go all the way back to before we could drink. Come on, man. That's why I don't. Dark Star, female, said, that's why I don't have any friends. I'm just tired of being used or looked down upon. Dark Star, why would somebody look? A friend's not gonna look. That's why I don't have any friends. I'm just tired of being used or broke, looked down. Dark Star, the stuff that you talk about and the passion that you talk about it with and how smart you are, it's hard for me to think that somebody would use you or look down on you. Like I said before, sometimes you got Us as people, sometimes we got to change where we go, change the places we associate ourselves with, get out of our comfort zone. Because sometimes when you get out of your comfort zone, that's where you meet more like-minded people. It's just my thoughts. Just my thoughts. Skill said, longevity doesn't necessarily stamp someone as a good friend. You could have been a friend over 20 years, sleep with my wife, or save my life from a burning vehicle, and still found quality over time. Hey, it's funny. It's funny you brought that up. I saw this video on YouTube 2 days ago where this girl, her boyfriend had been killed, and they were leaving the funeral, and the guy that got killed's best friend was basically telling her that she should be with him, that his dead friend wouldn't want it no other way. He want for a dude to come up to that girl. They hadn't even left the cemetery, and he's trying to go home with her. I know you need somebody. I know you need somebody to comfort you. He would want it to be me. He would want it to be me. But the dude to do that, he was never that guy's friend. He was never that guy's friend. He had been looking at that. He had been looking at that dude's girl. Hadn't left the cemetery. And this dude was trying to game her up to go home with her. Dude's best friend. And she recorded it and she put him on blast. She put him on blast. She put him on blast. Yeah, man. Just I mean, and then she told him he had the t-shirt on. She said, stand back and let me see the t-shirt. He stood back and said, yeah, one love, man, one love, dead homies, Jones. And then came back to the window like, yeah, but you need to be with me. I'm trying to be with you. He would wanted this. I was like, that dude was never his friend. That dude was never his friend. And now the whole world knows it. I might try to find that video so y'all can see it. The whole world knows it. Yeah, I'm gonna find it. It's nearly impossible to cultivate new friendships. I'm not crazy. It's nearly impossible to cultivate new friendships as an adult. All of my friends I've known from 10 to, yeah. It's hard as a man to get new friends. It's hard. I gotta find that video. I'm gonna get back to the comments, but let me look this video up. Y'all are gonna trip. It was disgusting. I felt dirty. I felt dirty looking at the video, but I'm gonna let y'all see it. I felt dirty. Shouts out to World Star because it's on World Star video. But yeah, man, my man wasn't even. They hadn't even threw the dirt on my man. They hadn't even put the dirt on my man, and dude is already trying to game up his girl. I'm gonna find this video for y'all because you gotta see this. It's blatant. It's blatant. Here we go. I found. But before I get it, I'm gonna come over here and catch up on these comments. Wow. Big Red from the five. Big Red from the 5 heartbeats. Wow, it might be a little bit worse than Big Red. I've heard that two women can be friends, but if you add a third, they cannot be friends. Is this true? I mean, they be going on girl trips. It don't just be two. But yeah, I'm gonna play this video for y'all. I hope it don't have a commercial in front of it, but yeah, it's wild. And then we're most definitely gonna have a discussion on this after y'all see this video. Hold on. Let me pull it up. Oh, Get ready to be disgusted.
I'm just getting started and I need to save money. Busy gave me the best service for the best price.
As a freelancer, the zero.
Your best friend just died. What makes you think I'm trying to go out right now?
Bro, he want to have it any other way? Well, let's come me, you know what I'm saying? I got a studio.
Okay, let me get another picture of you.
We just had a picture.
Okay, let me get another one.
Yeah, bro.
About to come back up.
Yeah, one more.
Look at this dude, y'all.
All right, you got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, bro. Like I was saying, bro, stop around, bro. Let me take you out, bro. What you doing tonight?
Look, your best friend just died. What makes you think I'm trying to go out right now?
Bro, he want to have it any other way?
I know you a damn lie.
I know you ain't trying to be alone.
He literally just died. He ain't been to rest for 5 minutes. I'm not checking for nobody right now, Dre.
Listen, bro, look, I can take care of you with that big ass house, man. Bro, you know, Dino, he was working for me.
We find out that he was
take
working
care
for
of
me. Is that a friend, y'all?
He was working for me. Bro.
Check this cat out, y'all.
About 24, your sister. Yeah. Here you go, baby.
Check out, y'all.
Put in your bro like no old ass lady.
Okay, I sure did. And what about it?
What about this word where that came from?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, man. So, alright, bro. Look, you know, he would rather have you with me than some random nigga on the street.
Look, I hear you, okay?
Okay, so look, are you listening? Look, I love Dino. I love that again. But he gone now. It's just us two.
It's just too soon. Like, what?
Okay, so wait. Let I can be your friend. Slide
I can be your friend.
Yo, Dre, get the fuck away from my car. I was trying to be cool. Now get the fuck away from my car.
Come on, you don't even gotta be like that.
All right.
Yeah, I'm good.
Y'all going to the repass, right?
Yeah, I'm about to head over there now.
Okay, I see y'all there.
Dre, back the fuck up.
What's up?
Ain't shit up. Good move.
When can I pick you up?
You're not picking me up nowhere. Good move. Go. Like.
Bro, it gonna be like that?
Yes, it's been like that.
Give me my money.
I'm not giving you shit. Get the fuck back, bro.
Fucking God, bro. This is exactly why that was chicken, man.
Are you?
Then he tried to play and hate the death.
It was a creep. This could follow me around the repass, the funeral, the whole damn time. And now he want to try to holler at me like, bro, watch who your fucking friends are. Weird ass.
What y'all have to say? What y'all have to say about that? That was wild. With his chest, not a friend. She took the cash. She trashed. He said that with his chest. He's not a friend. And she took the cash. She trashed too. Give me my money back. Hey man, best friend steals a bag of weed or money from your crib. Of course he doesn't tell you secretly, replaces it 2 days later. Friend, thief, opportunist. Ooh, that's a thief. That's a thief with ethics. He put the weed back in a couple days, but he's still a thief. He couldn't come over no more. So what y'all think of that video, man? Is that wild? Is that wild? You know, you hear stuff, you see stuff in movies, but you never see it like that right in your face. Now, how can that dude show his face in his city? How can he show his face in his city? Y'all speechless? Y'all speechless? I just showed y'all that crazy video. Y'all speechless still? That was a wild video. and that's a friend. Like I said, what's the value of friendship? Is there a value on friendship? Or are you, when you have a friend that's down for you, are you lucky? Come on, Terrence, man. That dude pulled out $200 and said dude was working for him. He pulled out $200 and it wasn't even flat laid out. They was bunched up. He pulled out $200. He gave her $100 and she pulled off with it. He is apparently the boss with $200. Dude was working for him. I was embarrassed for him. I was embarrassed for him while I was watching that. Because that one lady knew something was up. She came up like, is everything all right? Y'all going to the repass, right? He didn't even want to look at that lady. That was a guy waiting on his opportunity to make a move on this boy girl. He would have done it if it's. Hey, man. I said that a lot of friendship, a lot of good male friendships end because of a woman. Ends because of a woman. I wasn't gonna drink no wine tonight, but I think I'm gonna have to get a little bit. But yeah, what y'all think? Come on now. Looking at that video, what is the value of friendship? Like I said, is it measurable? Is it measurable? Is it just intrinsic? Is it measurable or is it intrinsic? Is it measurable or is it intrinsic? What y'all think? Let me know something. Lust over loyalty. Yes, Dark Star. He was straight up foul. Oh yeah, y'all like my shirt? Y'all like my Willie Nelson? Let me show y'all what it say. Willie Nelson. For all the girls I loved before, Willie. For all the girls I loved before, we still friends though. I'm joking. I'm joking. Lust over loyalty. Man, but that's the worst kind of loyalty. Man, who is going to be his friend going forward? Who? That dude, he set himself up to, it's going to be hard for him to get any type of love. Yeah. Wow. Terry said a couple $100 more, she was going to go. She was going to go if he pulled out a knot. She was going to go if he pulled out a knot, Horton. She was going to go if he pulled out a knot. Oh yeah, another thing. If you were in the Cincinnati, Ohio area and you need a haircut, you can go to Horton's Barbershop. It's located in Covington. I don't have the exact address. Terrence, put your address for your barbershop in the chat. Yeah, if you in the Cincinnati area, you need a barber. You need to go talk to Terrence. Him and his son, both master barbers. Very, very good haircuts. Yeah, Terrence do more than he does a whole lot. And he's running for city council in Dayton, Kentucky. So that man, yeah. Go check out the Blended Podcast so you can learn about Terrence Horton. The value of lust, a few minutes to hours. The value of loyalty is timeless, can spend right. Just like I would never approach one of my buddy's girls after he passed away. That's a definite no-go. Need a haircut? Come to the Cincinnati area, 132 West 6th Street in Covington, Kentucky. Go to Tyler Terrace, get your haircut. Think about that. Think about that. I wouldn't even touch my wife after he passed away. I wouldn't. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Then drop some cash on her like she was Dark Star. I was embarrassed. I was embarrassed for him, Dark Star. But what is if that was what is a friend? What is a friend? Because the definition that I read earlier, I don't think it encompasses. I think a friend. I think there's a little bit more to being a friend than what they said. We said it. Trust, loyalty, and ethics. And dude broke all three of them. He broke the trust. He wasn't loyal. And he most definitely wasn't ethical if he tried to talk to that girl while they was at the cemetery. I don't mean to keep on leaving the show, but $100, $100, $100. Come on, man. Come on, man. He was trying to get up in there so he could say, "Oh, that's my Michelle. Oh, that's my Michelle." He was trying to pull one of those on her. Oh, that's my Michelle. He was trying to pull a Shay Shay. He was trying to pull a Cub Shay Shay on her. Oh, that's my Michelle. Yeah. He tried to pull a Club Shay Shay. Classic opportunities, like a predator in position, ready to. Hey, man, he's the worst type of scum. We see a lot of stuff. That's one of the worst low down videos I've seen. That was low. That was low down. We that was low down. What is a friend? Well, everybody out there, please, in the comments, tell me, what is a friend to you? What is a friend? What is a friend? What is a friend? A friend, a person that You invite them to a cookout, and every time they say they're gonna come, and they say they're gonna bring something, and then when it comes time for the cookout, they don't show up with what they said. Is that a friend? If they do it more than once, if they do it 3 times, if they do it 4, is that a friend? Or is it, they got busy? Is that a friend? Is that a friend? I have some friends that I have people that I've met in trying to grow my YouTube. I've connected with some people. We're all trying to grow our channels. We all run ideas across each other. We're not trying to cut each other. We're not trying to cut each other at the knees. These are friends. Albeit we've never met in person, and our only communication is on the phone, in a voice, in a group chat. These people don't know me, and I don't know them. How can people that have never met have a connection, a trust, a loyalty, and an ethical outlook, but you can't get that from people that's in your face every day? Is that luck? Is that energy? What is it? How can you make a connection over YouTube with somebody that you've never met? But y'all can be loyal, trustworthy, and ethical to each other. But sometimes you can't get that from the people that you talk to on a daily basis. Like C. Rob said, it's hard to make friends as you get older. Is that are we cynical? Or is it that we know I'd rather deal with the known than the unknown? Really, y'all? Friendship worth the time putting in to be, is the energy to be a friend worth it? Am I missing opportunities by not seeking friendship from men my age and my older years? Am I missing out on opportunities? Am I missing something? I'm just asking the question. Ironically, Skills from New Orleans said, ironically, the video itself sheds light on what a friend isn't as opposed to what one is. The criteria of a friend, person to person, although an enemy is universally recognized, and dude was an enemy. So, since it's easier to recognize who isn't a friend, it's harder to recognize or to state what a friend is. Is it just something that, is it just something that molds? It's not homogenized. It's just natural. Is friendship something that's just a natural occurrence, and you meet a person that's like-minded and it just goes from there? Is it fate? That's what I'm saying. That's what I asked earlier. Is it fate that we meet the people we meet and the friends that we have? Is it fate? Was it just meant to be that this person was meant to be my best friend? Is it fate? Or is it something that you worked on from kindergarten all the way up through middle school, all the way up through high school, and you get to college? Have more friends in the 12 years before you went to college? Or if you didn't go to college, did you have more friends in the 12 years that you went to high school? I mean, to school, as opposed to how many friends you have gained in your adult years? Because I'd be safe to say that all of the people that I can, except for one, all of the people that I consider friends, family, I've known all of those people in excess of at least 25 years. There's only one person that I've met in my later years, over 30, and even the person that I don't know for 25 years, I've known them for almost 15 years. So, are the people that we come in contact with in our early years the people who are going to be our main friends in our older years? Or do you have friends that you met in your adult life after college that you're more tighter with than people that you've known all your life? Darkstar said, it isn't always easy to recognize an enemy. It takes discernment, and that's a learning. A lot of people are not discerned listeners or watchers. I'm both. I went to school for it. Yeah, my junior and senior year in my undergrad program, basically, my major was applied social research. So the last 2 years of my undergraduate program, basically, I had to go and people watch in different scenarios, and I had to write papers about it. So being a discerned listener and watcher is something that is a learned behavior. Funny you brought that up, Darkstar. I think that's why I'm good in my profession, is because I can read people. I know I read a lot. So I've read 48 Laws of Power, Law of Attraction, the 50th Laws of Power, the book with 50 cents, Intellectual Warfare. These are the types of, I'm Skill said, your quote, since it's easy to recognize who's not a friend, it's increasing harder to recognize who is. Sledgehammer powerful. And if y'all new to the channel, that's Skill's way of saying that was the shit. Only easy after the fact, not during the right. A friendship is just like a relationship. You're going to get out of that friendship what you put into it. You're gonna get out of friendship what you put into it. Being a friend is I'm not gonna say it's a job, but being a friend is work. Any relationship that you want to be a fruitful relationship, you got to work at it. You got to work at it. You got to know what your homie don't. You got to know what your homie like, what he don't. I mean, that's As a friend, we don't take our friends to put our friends in situations that they wouldn't want to be in. It's all a learning experience. But the thing is we're trying to learn so we don't make mistakes. Because with friends and letting people into your life, all it takes is one person to mess your life up. All it takes is one person to come in and throw a monkey wrench. You thought this person was loyal, ethical, and trustworthy, and they were none. They were none. And a bad friend can set you back years in your process of achievement. I think that's another reason why I'm so hard on getting new friends in my 50s. The new friends that I have in my 50s, I'll say this, are some of the guys that I've met in my travels. Philly Dom. Philly Dom is somebody that I consider a friend. I've been knowing Philly Dom for 3 years. Philly Dom is the person who told me I should do a YouTube page. I've been knowing Philly for 3 years. Done nothing. Before I met Philly, he didn't know me from the Man on the Moon. He didn't know me from the Man on the Moon. This man got almost 200 some thousand subscribers. He didn't have to give me the time of day. He didn't have to help me with my YouTube page. He said he saw something in me. He's helped me along the way these 2 years that I've been doing this, giving me little pointers. I listen to him. I do some of the stuff that he tells me, and some of the stuff that he tells me, I may not be ready to use it yet, but everything he tells me, I put it up here. So that's what I'm saying is you're going to meet people in your life that the energy, I mean, that's just an example. I'm just giving you an example of me. That's one person that I can say I met. Matter of fact, I met Philly on my 50th birthday. I was traveling for my 50th birthday. I had already seen him, so we had communicated beforehand. But then when I got there, we linked up. Man, we've been kicking it ever since. So I think that sometimes God puts you in a position to meet people that you need to in your journey in this life. God puts you in a position to meet the people that will be true friends. I'm a firm believer of that. Karma, I believe in all that. I don't never say nothing bad about myself. I don't feed negative. I don't use my tongue for negative purposes. The tongue is a sword. You can break people with words. You can hurt a person way more than physically hitting them. Your tongue is way more powerful than a fist. Real friends don't say stuff to put their friends in predicaments, in situations. I thank everybody for coming out. Hit the like button, share this video out, subscribe to the page. I think that the reason I want to talk about this, it's important to me. Because I see all the dissension between people based off of who they want to vote for. There's so much dissension going on right now that people's friendships are ending because of an election race. And I wanted to talk about this because friendship is way more important than the election race. When that election is over with and done, these people are still going to be your friends. You cannot bully someone into voting who you want them to vote for and think that it's a good thing. It's not. There's nothing wrong with having a healthy discourse and having conversations about who you vote for and why you want to vote for them. But at no point should you say, stop being somebody's friend because they said they're voting for Kamala Harris, or stop being somebody's friend because they said they're voting for Trump. I'm not voting for neither one of them. At this point, I'm voting for one of the third candidates. So y'all gonna hate. So both groups gonna not like me because, but you know, I've had some of my friends that are Democrats, some of the people I know that are Democrats. They told me that if I vote for Cornel West, it's just like voting for Trump. And I had to school them that no, it's not. Just because I don't want to vote for who you vote for, that does not discount me as being your friend. And I see y'all listen. I really wanted to talk about what is a friend. A lot of people don't know what it is to be a friend. If I'm a friend, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be upfront with you. I'm gonna tell you what it is from the beginning, so you don't have to assume. Until I tell you anything differently, that's what it is. Now, if you take it upon yourself to try to change my thought pattern, that's on you to do that. But if I don't follow through with your plan, you can't be mad at me. You can't be. So I said that to say sometimes people will show you that they're not your friend through their actions. Like Mark Starr said, you have to be a discerning watcher and a discerning listener, because all the clues and everything you need to know about how this person feels about you will come out in words. It's going to come out in words. It all comes out. Everything in the dark comes to the light. Everything in the dark comes to the light. Friend or foe, it all comes to the light. You want more friends than you want foes. You want more friends than you want foes. But sometimes having foes is better. Having foes is better than having friends. Because at least you know where the snakes are. Let's get back to some of these comments. Darkstar said, I'm the nicest person until you cross me. Then I'm like Kaiser Sosa. Poof, I'm gone. I don't have time to put up with bags. And you walking off with a limp too? You walking off with a limp and look. Skill said, are you a good bad friend if you ask a friend to co-sign a car? I will reserve the luxury to my wife or my son. What do you think? P.S. I believe I'm not co-signing for nobody. I'm not putting my credit score on the line for nobody but a wife or a son. A friend coming to ask you to co-sign a car for them is, man, that's nasty work. A friend coming to ask you to co-sign for a car for them, that's nasty work. That's a setup. That's a setup for failure. You're gonna be on Judge Judy. You're gonna be on Judge Judy if you co-sign on somebody's car, and Judge Judy gonna tell you messed up. Oh yeah, don't forget my homeboy TMI Santiago. Shouts out to TMI Santiago. He helped a brother along the way too. He's over in where's TMI is in. I think TMI's in. Yeah, shouts out to TMI, man. I'm gonna have to hit him up. I ain't talked to him in a few, man, but yeah, can't forget about our boy TMI. We went back and forth. You know, we two hard headed men. You know, you go back and forth, but yeah, that's my guy. That's my guy. I ain't talked to him in a few months, but yeah, man, you brought up TMI. I'm gonna have to hit TMI up, man. That's my guy, man. That's my guy. Karma is universal justice. Consequence is no coincidence. Man, that's you couldn't have said it no better, brother. Consequence is no coincidence. No coincidence. Karma's real. Put out into this realm, it's gonna come back. You put out good, good gonna come back. You put out bad, expect your just desserts. Put out bad, expect your just desserts. Expect. We had 2 hours and 15 minutes, 2 hours and 17 minutes. Hit the like button. Probably gonna wrap this up in about 15 minutes. I really have enjoyed this conversation. We're gonna continue this conversation. You know, Tuesday it's back to the politics. It's back to the politics on Tuesday. Before I get out of here, yeah, didn't really talk about it since it ended, but who do you all think won the debate? Won the debate. We're gonna end this on this last little 10-minute, 15-minute conversation. Who won the debate? I'll be perfectly honest and tell you, I'm non-partial. I'm not, neither one of these candidates is a candidate of mine. I'm watching to see if they're going to talk about their platforms. And Donald Trump said he doesn't have a platform. He's not running on a platform. And Kamala Harris didn't talk about her platform. So Kamala Harris won the debate because Trump is a bully. And she basically just used psychology on him and egged him into saying stuff. She egged him into saying stuff that would go viral for the wrong reasons. And he fell hook, line, and sinker for it. This man is talking about people eating pets. People eating pets. Babies being aborted after they're born. And comment, I can't, it'll come to me, but those two right there took the cake. They're eating pets. They're eating pets. Was that statement was nasty work. They're eating pets. They're eating pets, y'all. Darkstar said, I'm beginning to not believe in karma. People have done tremendous dirt to me and are happy and successful. Oh, they gonna get theirs. They gonna get theirs. Karma comes when it's least expected, not when you want it to. So just sit back, Darkstar. Sit back and watch the movie. They gonna get their just desserts. Just chill. No reason for revenge. Revenge puts you into another. Revenge puts you into a space that you don't want to be in because revenge, there will be some karma for revenge. Just let karma take its course. Sit back and watch. It'll happen. Everybody can't shine at the same time. Everybody can't shine at the same time. Voting is the highest form of individuality. People equate the right vote into voting politically, and that's my vote is my vote, and that's my end. And hey, man, I had person got mad at me because I didn't want to tell them who I'm voting for. I don't think I should have to tell you. That's the when you go to vote, they got petitions all the way up. You walk in, you got to be hunched over. No one is supposed to know who you're voting for. You can tell people, you got the right to tell anybody. But if I don't want to tell you, I don't have to tell you. You got mad at me. Mad at me. Said I was a Trump supporter. And I was an infidel because I wasn't voting for Kamala. And I said, I didn't know who I was voting. And he said, if you're not voting for Kamala, you're voting for Trump. And I said, you a damn liar. And he looked at me, he said, what you mean? I said, if I vote for Cornel West, I voted for Cornel West. I said, if I vote for Jill Stein, I voted for Jill Stein. I didn't vote for Trump. His justification was, if I wasn't going for the Democrats, then I was going for the Republicans. I said, you a damn fool. And that was the end of that conversation. Because you can't argue with a lunatic. Argue with a lunatic. It was a waste of breath. Dark Star Story, that's going to be my new channel, Into the Dark. Now that can be taken two different ways. I like going into the dark with the ladies. What you trying to pull off over there, Dark Star? Into the Dark? Know that dark I'll be liking. Chocolate. Dope 45 imploded. Hey man, he backfired. He backfired his candy. Yeah, man. Eating dog for food. He said they going to get the migrants. My thing was, if they coming from another country over here, they don't know nothing about no migratory geese. They don't know nothing about no the geese pull up, I'm gonna grab one. I'm gonna wring his neck like my granny did. I'm gonna walk home and we're gonna have venison. I can't blame them for that. I can't blame them for that. They coming over here, they're immigrants. Did nobody tell them that no, we don't touch the ducks when they're migrating. We don't even shoot at them. They said that's food. I saw a video today. A dude had a seagull. He was walking down the beach with a seagull, a little Spanish guy. And white lady came up and took the seagull from him because she knew he was going to cook it. He was about to have fried seagull. She came up and took that damn seagull and walked halfway up the beach and then let the seagull go. And the Spanish dude was still following her. And she said, no, you can't have that bird. You can't have that bird. He's not food. That man was about to beat that lady up. They coming from another country. They see some food, they're gonna get it. When I go to the DR, it's papaya trees, it's pomegranates, it's mango trees. Them people walking down the street will just will get a stick and knock one of them damn papayas or one of them mangoes and eat it. I saw something about the people getting mad because the immigrants come over here. They got one item in their hand. You got a basket full of clothes. They just jump in front of you. That's what they do when I go to Mexico. That's what they do when I go to the Dominican Republic. If you got a basket full of stuff and they got one thing, they get in front of you. And It's cultural. The first time somebody did me like that, I did have a crazy look on my face, but I'm in somebody else's country. And then somebody explained it to me. If you're shopping and you got a whole cart full of foods and they just got one thing, they jump in front of you. It's like, that's what we do here. Nobody frowns upon it. But once I knew the culture, it didn't make me mad no more. If they kill the duck, you have to explain to them, you can't kill these ducks. These ducks fly and they land here, they'll be gone in the morning. But we don't kill them. But if you're not going to even educate the immigrants, I can't blame them for going to grab one of them geese and wringing his neck right there and then walking down the street with it. I can't blame him. Migratory geese don't land in Venezuela. If they do, they're getting ate up. So I can't blame that on them. So to say people was eating pets and come on, man. And then, but we know the people in New York, they had a lady eating, she had some rats on rotisserie. But they tried to put a black face to, he want to get the Mexicans and he want to get some black faces in there. But you got to explain to these people, no, we don't eat those ducks. Those are migratory birds, they're endangered species. We don't mess with them. We just let them drop their little nasty doo-doo, that green doo-doo. Don't never get none of that geese doo-doo on your shoe, your clothes. That shit do not come off. Yeah, don't get no geese boo-boo on you. It don't come off. But until you explain to them, you can't fault them people. So, man, come on, man. Get a platform. You ain't Kamala. Get a platform. And Kamala, don't wear no damn earpiece. Say what you got to say. Not what the dude in the booth got to say. Say what you got to say. People talking about, it don't matter. She had an earpiece, all that. No, it did matter. They weren't supposed to use them. That's cheating. Calling all cheaters out. Trump cheat. I'm gonna call him out too. But yeah, we had 2 hours and 20 minutes. We have about 5-10 more minutes of this discussion right here because I'm not gonna read none of these comments. We're gonna get through all of them. Dark is abundant as the universe. Dark matter is superior in mass with the Dark Star. I'm just joking with you. I'm. Dark Star said that's the problem with illegal immigration. They don't know the right. They don't know. You can't get if they eating rats where they come from. They see them big ass New York rats. They looking at it like it's a delicacy. Shit, the people in New York shouldn't be mad if they eating them because everybody in New York got rats. You might want somebody to eat rats to come over and start eating them. I know that sounded crazy, but yeah, if y'all have seen that lady with them 3 big rats on that rotisserie thing, yeah, you wouldn't think I'm so crazy. They don't know the law. Skills said, good night, y'all. I'm typing and fall. Hey, Skills, I appreciate you, brother. I'll see you Tuesday. Man, I enjoy your participation. You always come in, man. Hey, brother, you already know how I feel about your plight, man. You wanna up with trajectory, man. I'll see you Tuesday. You have a great weekend, brother. Rotisserie rats with mumbo sauce. Oh no. We're most definitely not gonna put no mumbo sauce on the rodents. They got some mumbo sauce. Excuse, I had a few typos though. Man, hey, man. We know what you meant. We know what you meant, Skills. Get your rest, brother. Get your rest. I'll let you Tuesday. Have a good weekend. Tomorrow, Friday, you got to be rest up for Friday, man. It's the weekend. So, yeah, brother, get your rest. I'll let you Tuesday. Dark Star, I appreciate you. YWG, Skills, Cap. Let me go back through the list. Yeah, man. Terrace, I appreciate everybody that came in tonight and politics with your boy. Because friendship is one of the most important aspects of life. Friendship. To know how to be a friend, to have friends, to have confidants, to have people that in a time of need, when even though you're the strong person, you may have a weak moment. These are the people that you can reach out to. Everybody needs a friend, but only a true friend, not fake friends. The reason I had this conversation tonight is because some of us don't know how to choose friends. Some of us don't know how to choose mates. Being a friend is the initial building block to any relationship. I wanted to talk about the dynamics of that. What is a good friend? What is a bad friend? I wanted to talk about those things. These are real life topics that we need to discuss, because as the world keeps progressing, you want to have someone that has your back, that has your best interests at heart, without having to look over your shoulder. I hope some of these comments that everybody said tonight will help you in your discernment in choosing who to give your time, because we're in an important time in history. And the last thing you want to do is to lose 2 or 3 years of progress to somebody that pretended to be your friend, but they were opportunists all the time. Man, I appreciate you all. I enjoy doing these shows on Tuesday. Well, I'm going to be going on Tuesdays and Thursdays now. But I enjoy having this banter with you all. I learn from you all. I hope you all are learning from me. But I most definitely learn from the Mass Apeal family. Man, we think alike. We are like-minded people. And we're always open to different opinions. But you must come in and you must back up that opinion with some sort of facts. This is a smart community over here. This ain't the dumb community. We don't, we laugh and we joke and things like that, but it's 100% serious over here, because life is serious. There were people that went to sleep last night that didn't wake up this morning. Life is serious. So, with that being said, know your friends.